Skoda is changing. Not only is it changing its logo, it's changing its whole brand positioning. And rolling that out is this Vision 7S concept. It previews a new electric car that's due to come to the market in around 2026 with 2 other cars as well. It has an 89 kilowatt hour battery, which is good for a 600 kilometer range. And don't think that battery is only going to exist in this car, could well appear in other electric Skodas in the near future. This is a 7-seat electric SUV. It's even larger than the Kodiaq, which is the current range-topping model. But what's more important rather than the size is the look. We see it at the front with this very distinctive new brand identity. It includes this, what Skoda calls a tech deck. The T-shaped lights represent a new look for the brand. There's ambient lighting that runs through here, and you see that bold Skoda new type font, which is on the front. Gone is the traditional badge. This matte green paint is the first time Skoda has applied it to one of its concept cars. It's not just to try and impress you though, it also previews the new corporate identity. You'll see that being rolled out over the coming years across dealerships and websites as well, with new green colours. That green also continues inside. That tech deck that Skoda talks about is not just to look fancy though. It includes a polycarbonate cover that covers up everything from nano radars on the left and right, and a long mid-range radar in the center, as well as a camera. So it means that as this car goes forward and has more driver assistance technology and hardware fitted, it's not going to look obvious. It's all going to be hidden behind this very sleek looking panel. At the bottom, you see this rugged look, but this is all made from recycled materials. So it's again, trying to be as sustainable as possible. But around the side is where we see really the most striking look of this car. You've got camera mirrors here instead of normal door mirrors, and these 2 doors that swing open and allow for entrance to this spectacular cabin. Once you sit inside the Vision 7S, you're met by this cockpit, which looks really impressive. It's a really good mixture because you've got big touch screens, a digital display, there'll be an augmented reality head-up display, but there's still physical buttons, and we love physical buttons in cars. So say I'm a little bit warm in here and I want to cool it down, all I have to do is turn this and you'll see that it gets a little bit cooler. And you can have these vents pop up out of the dash. When you don't need them, they can simply pop back down, and you don't lose all your vents because there's still a full line of ventilation across the front as well. This steering wheel, well, it looks really unusual, very futuristic. You've got toggle controls here. It's totally flat at the top and the bottom. It really does feel quite space age, and it has that new Skoda type font across the front. This is a car with 2 modes. Right now I'm in the driving mode, but when I've used up my 600 kilometers of driving range, I'll need to charge, and that's when I'll want to relax. And when I hit this relax mode, my touchscreen changes, the dashboard moves away, and I can watch some of my favorite videos, including all of our Complete Car YouTube channel. It's not just a futuristic design in here, all of the materials are sustainable as possible. These are made from recycled materials like plastic bottles. There's no leather in here. It's all artificial materials that are designed to be that bit better for the environment. And the interior look really is quite something else. This floor, for example, it's full of all these speckles because it's made from recycled car tires. Makes it very easy to clean. It looks really different as well, and it sends the right sort of message of using materials rather than just creating new ones. But this is a family car, so there's lots of room in the back for everyone else. You've got 2 individual rear seats that appear to float in the back, and a center spine that runs through the car. On that is the child seat. The reason they've mounted it here is because this is the safest part of the car to do it. And there's also a roof-mounted camera, which means whoever's sitting in the front seat can keep an eye on the little one as they're nodding off to sleep. In the back, there's a huge amount of boot space if you do need to use it. Otherwise, you've got more seats that can pop up, ensuring that everyone will fit in quite easily. Around the back, well, that's every bit as spectacular looking. You've got 22-inch wheels and the T-shaped lights that come all the way around here as well. I love how they wrap right away into the rear haunch, and that belt line, when you see it, the way the light catches it, it really does look quite interesting. You've got a huge back window and a roof spoiler. You'll see in the side profile how sleek that roof is, and it's all part of making the car as aerodynamic as possible. There is one more thing I need to show you. This door is also a smart surface. So you can simply draw or write messages to whoever you want. So that's our first look at this really quite impressive Skoda Vision 7S concept. Not only does it preview a production model that's going to come in the next few years, but this represents the new brand identity that we'll see in Skoda, and will preview a number of other electric models due to come to the market in the next coming years. If you want to know more about this car, head over to our website. It's CompleteCar.ie. You'll find it linked in the description below.